Good morning, students. Good morning, everyone. Yes, today we'll be studying about the government buildings in New Delhi. We are studying the chapter about going around Delhi. So, we will be visiting online visiting of Delhi. Here, we'll be going to the important buildings which have its importance not only in India but throughout the world. So, the first building which we are going to study is the Rashtrapati Bhavan. Okay, now New Delhi houses several government buildings. Rashtrapati Bhavan, the Secretariat, Rajpath, and the Parliament of India are some of the important government buildings, and we are going to study about them in detail. Clear, students? Students, go through the chapter reading also, so that if you find any difficulty, you can lay out your doubts. Okay, now we are going to study about the Rashtrapati Bhavan. Rashtrapati Bhavan was earlier called as the Viceroy's house when during the time of British. Okay, during the period of British it was called as Viceroy's house. It was designed by Edwin Lutyens and built in 1931 before independence. You all know India became independent in 1947, 15th August 1947, and this Rashtrapati Bhavan was built in 1931. Clear? No. Rashtrapati Bhavan is the residence of the President of India. Yes, you know who resides there? President of India. Do you all know who is the President of India? Yes. Who will give the answer for Rashtrapati? About who is the Rashtrapati? President of India? Yes. The President of India is Shri Ramnath Kovind. Okay. So it is the house, residence of the President. It has 340 rooms. It is so large. Many of you might have visited New Delhi and visited this Rashtrapati Bhavan also. So it has 340 rooms, 37 saloons, 74 lobbies, 18 staircases and 37 fountains in it. So big and beautiful. The most magnificent room in the Rashtrapati Bhavan is the Darbar Hall. Yes, and this Darbar Hall is famous for meetings. The famous Mughal gardens that surround the building attract many tourists every year. So tourists from all over India and also from the world or apart all over the world come here to visit it. So this was about the Rashtrapati Bhavan. Students, you should underline all the yellow boxes. Clear? And as the Rashtrapati Bhavan was built by Edwin Lutyens and the modern city of Delhi was also designed by Edwin Lutyens and Herbert Baker. Okay. Now we are going to study about the Central Secretariat. The Central Secretariat is located near the Rashtrapati Bhavan. And it is the office of Prime Minister of India. Clear, students? It is the office of the Prime Minister of India. The next is India Gate. India Gate was built in the memory of Indian soldiers who died in the World War I. During the time of British, when India was ruled by British, there took place First World War in 1914. Okay, students, First World War took place in 1914, and at that time, India helped these European people from their side to fight in the World War with the thought that British would grant freedom to India after the First World War. But British denied this, and those soldiers who sacrificed their life in the First World War and their names were engraved on the walls of the Ark of the Gate, and for them, in their memory only, the India Gate was built, and their eternal flame is lying, that is called Amar Jawan Jyoti. Since 1971, is lit here in the memory of the unknown soldiers who died in the 19 who died in 1971. India Gate stands at the end of Rajpath, and it is popular picnic site also. Yes, students, this India Gate. So India Gate was built in the memory of the soldiers, and the Amar Jawan Jyoti has been lit after the war of Indo-Pak War, India-Pakistan War, that is happened in the 1971. So the eternal flame of Amar Jawan Jyoti has been lit after 1971. India Gate stands at the end of Rajpath, and it is popular picnic site also in New Delhi. Now, the next topic is the Parliament House. The Parliament House is circular in shape. The meetings of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabhas are held here. Yes, the Parliament House is famous for its meeting, joint session of separate session of both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. And you all know that there are two houses, that is Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. Lok Sabha is the lower house, Rajya Sabha is the upper house. Lok Sabha is a house of people. Clear, students? So there is a Parliament House that is circular in shape, means it is round in shape. Okay. So these were all government buildings which we have gone through. Okay. The first was Rashtrapati Bhavan, second Central Secretariat, third India Gate, and the fourth is the Parliament House. Now we will be studying the architectural work, the buildings and monuments that were constructed during the Mughal period. So in this, the first Mughal monument is the Red Fort. The Red Fort is made on the bank of river Yamuna. Clear, students? Red Fort is made on the bank of river Yamuna. This Red Fort is made up of red sandstone and is a delightful place. Yes, and because of its red sandstone only it is called as a Red Fort. Clear, students? And this Red Fort is being constructed on the bank of river Yamuna. Okay, we can see the Nakar Khana and the Diwan-e-Aam at the fort. So in this Red Fort only there are many things such as Nakar Khana, Diwan-e-Aam, Mumtaz Mahal, Rang Mahal, Khas Mahal, Diwan-e-Khas, Hammam and Sahaburj are the other places to be visited in this Red Fort. So Red Fort itself is a group of many buildings in it. There are many places to visit in the Red Fort itself. The Red Fort has two main entrances, the Delhi Gate and the Lahore Gate. So, the entrance of this Red Fort contains two main gates. They are Delhi Gate and the Lahore Gate. Jama Masjid, the largest mosque in India, is also near the Red Fort. Yes, Jama Masjid, you all know, it is the largest mosque in India and the holy place of Islamic religion to be worshipped. So it is also near the Red Fort. So students, this was about the Red Fort. Now about the Qutub Minar. Qutub Minar is located in a small village called Mehruli. Yes, students. So Qutub Minar is located in a small village called Mehruli. Now, in South Delhi, it was built by Qutbuddin Aibak of the slave dynasty. And you all know who was Qutbuddin Aibak, students? Qutbuddin Aibak was the first ruler of the Delhi slave dynasty to rule the Delhi Sultanate. Qutbuddin Aibak was the first ruler of the slave dynasty to establish the Sultanate rule in Delhi. Okay, and this Qutub Minar was built by him. It was made of red sandstone and covered with the carvings and verses from the Holy Quran. And Holy Quran was inscribed on that. It contained the Holy Quran verses there. The iron pillar is near the Qutub Minar. Yes, the iron pillar is in Mehruli near the Qutub Minar. And Qutub Minar is the world's tallest brick minaret. Brick minar because it is made of brick. So this was about the Qutub Minar. Qutub Minar is the minaret of Islamic religion. Now about the Humayun's tomb. Humayun's tomb was built by his wife Haji Begum 9 years after Humayun's death. So Humayun's tomb was built by, it is also a Mughal architect work. It was built by his wife Haji Begum, and after his death, after 9 years of his death, it was designed by Persian architect named Miraq Mirza Ghias. So it was designed. Who has designed this Humayun's tomb? It was designed by Miraq Mirza Ghias. Okay, so Humayun's tomb was built in the Humayun's memory after the 9 years of his death. Okay, now we move to the last Mughal architect, that is Purana Qila. Purana Qila was built by Emperor Humayun. It is a military fortress. The Qila, Huna Masjid and the Sher-e-Mandal are two important monuments inside this fort. So inside this Purana Qila, there are Qila, Huna Masjid and Sher-e-Mandal. Two important monuments in this Purana Qila. And it is also called as military fortress because the army has been kept here. And it was built by Emperor Humayun. Clear? Purana Qila was built by Humayun. And it is military fortress, means army could be kept in this place. Clear, students? So we have gone through the Mughal architect, Mughal buildings and constructions. Now here we stop for this today. Next, now we'll be continuing with the temples and the places of worship in New Delhi.